Hey everyone, welcome to the Wednesday Wake Up.
You could totally and should totally have a joy list for your classroom for
Yeah.
when the vibe in your classroom is just not feeling good and the kids are just whatever, having a rough day. Like, hey, let's stop for a second. Let's go to a joy list. What are we doing today? And
Yeah.
just like, is that something? Did you do that or am I?
I didn't. No. And I think I've only used the strategy with myself, but I think the more we've been able to share it, because I know we shared this a lot during COVID and daily drop-in time. I think people have like kind of run with it and adapted it, which is just the beauty of the Teach Better family is
Yeah.
you don't have to have the solution for everybody. You just have to light a spark and then our community here runs with it. So I would love to hear if anyone uses it in the classroom.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
But I was doing this for myself because, I mean, you know this, but like in 2019, I had the worst year of my life. Not that we necessarily talked about it too publicly. And I was really in a bad place. You were a huge like support when I was going through this stuff.
You're going to say I was a huge part of that.
No, you were an enormous support of like helping me process what was going on in my life. And I needed a list, a joy list. And one of my funny things I would always joke with when I talk to people about it is like eating zucchini was on my list. Because every time I had cooked zucchini, I was like, oh, I really like this. So like add anything on there. Like I think the more on the list, the better. Add the most ridiculous things. Like I had cozy socks on there, or brushing my teeth with my new toothbrush was on there for a long time. Like I don't mind. I think it's like put the most ridiculous things.
That's my joy list right there.
Call Ray 90 minutes.
So I like that you put like so cozy socks because that's like literally like 30 seconds. I got to go to my dresser and pull them out and stuff. Like it's little things like that. Like, do you put, and I'm my mind's going, because I'm like, I don't have one of these. I'm going, okay, like what are the little things like specific like podcasts you can pull up and listen, because that person's voice makes you feel comfortable, or they usually get you pumped up, or
okay,
turn on a song, or like I'm thinking with running, you have like your like finishing songs, right? The songs that you need to get through that last whatever, whether it's the last mile or 5 miles or 30 seconds or whatever. And you have those, and like a lot of running apps and stuff, like you can like trigger it with your AirPods to like play it right when you need it. That's kind of what this is, right? It's the how do you pull to get yourself out of it. And so it can be as little as cozy socks.
Yeah.
A Tootsie Roll. Like,
and I think it's different for everybody. And that's why I really think this needs to be a personal list, or when you make it with your classroom, make it with them rather than for them.
Yes, absolutely with them.
For example, like I know we talked about napping earlier. Full transparency, guys, I am no fun after a nap. Like I'll take a nap. I love sleep, but I wake up grumpy and I can't recover well. Like people who take naps and can like rally really well after is not me. So full transparency, a nap is not on my list because that will like continue
it doesn't actually
the
help.
negative. I'll like just want to sleep all day. So, but for other people, like I know my partner, like he loves to sleep, and after a 30-minute nap, he like gets up and he like is ready to tackle the world. So put personalized stuff on there.
So my mind's going now. One with your classroom, doing this with your students, and like that activity itself can be powerful because you're going to learn so much about your students. So my mind went, oh, you should be doing this with your family too, like your kids, your partner, your husband, wife, whoever, because you're going to learn about them too. Like if you get them to really think about this, and then when they have a rough time, you'd be like, oh, play that song, or whatever.
But I love the idea of bringing this to lots of people to be successful. I think you can do this in a lot of ways. I'm excited to challenge our community here to ask you how you choose to use it, not only in the month of February, but beyond. I know people are adding music and family time in here. Like I love all that. Whatever fuels you, and please make sure to put the time frame right next to it, because if family time is a positive, wonderful, but if it takes an hour to fully get re-energized, that's great. Just you may not choose it when you only have 15 minutes. And that's okay. Like that's why the variety is so important. So
yeah, and I think the variety, like specific to the family time thing, well, that doesn't work when I'm here by myself, right? So the variety is really important. It doesn't work when you only have the 10 minutes between, or 5 minutes or 3 minutes between a class or between a meeting or whatever. So the variety in that time is the super powerful part, I think. So